All right, if anybody has questions, if you can please note in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and let you ask. Just another reminder, if everybody can keep their lines muted, and then when you're called upon, unmute, and then mute again after you've asked your question. Our first question comes from Mark Murphy. Mark?
Yeah, I wanted to ask about, you played so much in primetime situations the last couple seasons. Does that give you personal confidence? Same deal with Jamie and Sherwood.
Me personally, I feel like me and Jamie had a lot of experience coming in as freshmen. We was put in the fire real fast. So I feel like it developed us to being the leaders we are today, and I feel like we can lead this defense in a really good way this year.
Our next question is from Philip Marshall. Philip? Philip, we'll circle back to you here in a second. We'll next go to Gianna Hahn.
Hey, how are you doing? So I was wondering, you guys lost a bunch of leaders in the secondary, so I was wondering who has stepped up as a leader and how would you describe their leadership?
Me personally, I always felt like I was a leader, so I feel like I stepped up in a big way because I knew that a lot of the guys, young guys, was depending on me to be a leader and show them the way. A couple more guys like Jamie and Sherwood. He's not one of the guys that talk a lot, but he's showing in his action. Jordan Peters, he's been working real hard this past summer, and he became a big leader for us because, I mean, he's been playing since his freshman year also, so I feel like he can help us in a huge way.
Next question is from Brian Matthews.
Hey, Smoke. Thanks for doing this for us. Just wanted to ask you about Matthew Hill and how he's doing moving over from wide receiver to safety so far.
I feel like Matthew Hill is going to be a big contributor to the defense because he's very athletic. He can run. He has nice hips. I feel like he's learning the playbook very well, and I feel like he can help us in a big way this year.
Be a backup for you guys this season?
He definitely can help us. Really, he's really smart. When he steps on the field, he's very confident in what he's doing, and he's going to help us really good this year.
Our next question is from Tom Green. Tom?
Hey, Smoke. We've heard a lot of high praise for Jamie and Sherwood, especially from the guys that were at the NFL Combine earlier this year. But what is it about Jamie that just makes him such a special and dynamic player in the secondary there?
Coach Crime like to say he's a high productive player with low maintenance. That meaning like he's not with all the talking. He just get right to action, and he has a few injuries. He's a very good competitor. He makes me better, and I make him better also. And he's just one of those guys that I know I can depend on in the secondary to get me going, to get my energy up if I need it.
Our next question is from Jared Oliver.
Hey, Smoke. Thank you for doing this. I just want to ask you, what's it been like for you just navigating through COVID-19 as an athlete and also with some of your other teammates on defense? Do you feel like everybody's up to speed considering the inconsistencies and the stoppage of play over the summer?
I feel like we've been pretty good with that. A lot of guys has been staying focused even with the COVID-19. I feel like we've done a great job and staying healthy, staying off around people with COVID or trying our best to wear our masks everywhere we go. So I feel like we've been doing a great job with that lately.
Next question is from Mark Murphy.
Anything in particular you're working on in your game for your junior season?
Me personally, I got a lot of things to improve on, a lot of different things, areas in my game that I can fix. Tackling a little bit better is one-on-one for me. Get my hips a little more looser and basically just playing at a full speed, knowing I know what I'm doing. I just got to play full speed at all times and just basically get it fixed on the sideline whenever we need to get it fixed.
Got a follow-up from Brian Matthews.
Hey, Smoke. Me again. Just want to ask you about if any young guys have stood out to you so far in the secondary, especially at that cornerback position opposite of Roger McCreary.
Nehemiah has he's been practicing really good. Also, Dumio, He's been practicing real good. Coming from JUCO, this heat is kind of different, and he's been taking it very well, and he's been doing the best he can. Jalen Simpson has been contributing very well, also at the corner spot. Even though he plays safety, he's been getting good reps at corner, and I feel like he's going to help us this year also.
Thanks, Smoke.
Our next question is from Jason Caldwell.
Hey, Smoke, Brian, I was going to ask about young guys too, but I'll ask a little bit more about Matthew Hill. Is he working with you guys at safety exclusively, or is he at corner, or kind of what's he doing right now early on?
Technically, the way Coach Crom look at it in our defensive back room, no one plays one position, so everybody's learning every position on the back end. But Matthew Hill he's been practicing at safety and corner, both. He getting good reps at both, and I feel like he's really doing good to pick up what we left out last year, because with our defense, there's a lot of things, a lot of pieces go into it, and he's picking it up really fast.
Thanks, man.
Tom Green has a follow-up.
Hey, Smoke, wanted to ask a little bit more about Marco Damio. We saw some of his workout videos this summer with his athleticism and explosiveness, but what is it that's really impressed you so far since he got to Auburn?
Picking up the playbook. Picking up the playbook is not an easy thing to do. He's really smart at when it comes to knowing what to do on the field, and he's very aware of the situation he's in. So he's a great ball player. Like once he get on the field, he just get the rolling, and he's just being himself at that point.
Next question is from Mark Murphy. Mark?
Anything you can take this season from spending a couple years with Daniel Thomas and Jeremiah Denson and the way they played?
Me personally, I feel like DT and Jeremiah instilled a lot in me and Jamie on like watching film, being prepared for every game. Being prepared is the number one thing for our defensive backs, because as you know, it's hard playing DB, and it's not going to be easy for you every week. It's going to be really hard. So by you preparing for each and every game, it just helps us even more when we get on the field to like we can communicate with each other what we know is going to happen.
Thanks.
Next question is from Jared Oliver. Jared?
Yes, Smoke. So what do you think about this new schedule? I mean, it's 10 SEC games. I mean, this is the closest thing you get to an NFL schedule. What do you think about the rigor of it? And I know you guys had one of the toughest schedules last year, and to do it again, like what's your outlook on that?
I feel like we always have a tough schedule, so it's an advantage to us basically because we used to it, and it just help us fight through a lot of adversity that we faced over the years. And I feel like it's gonna be a really good year for us. We got a good chance of having a great season, and I feel like our team is getting prepared for the first game.
Next question is from Brian Matthews. Brian?
Hey, Smoke, just one more follow-up on you. Tell me a little bit more about Nehemiah Pritchett. What have you seen his development go from his freshman to his sophomore season?
Nehemiah is one of those guys that came in as a freshman, didn't really say much. He wasn't a talker. But one thing I can honestly say about Nehemiah that's transferred, that he's got better at, is his confidence level. His confidence level has boosted a lot. He feels like he belongs in that spot. And I feel like he's going to prove a lot of people wrong that he definitely belongs in that spot.
Smoke.
We got another follow-up from Mark Murphy. Mark?
You guys have to replace 4 starters in the secondary. Just big picture, how tough is that going to be, and how good can you guys be as a secondary this year?
I feel like we have all the pieces to be a great defense this year. We just got to communicate, stay focused on keeping everybody level-headed. We know that we only have 4 starters coming back, but the other guys have played minimal of enough snaps for them to be prepared for this season. And I feel like Coach Steele is doing a great job with taking it slow, teaching everybody the fundamentals of our defense. If we play with effort every single play and we tackle, we're gonna have the best defense in the country, I feel.
Thanks.
Follow-up from Gianna Hahn. Gianna?
Hi. So Gus said that he expected the team to show the most improvement in the first 2 days, like more than they'd seen all through walkthroughs. How much have you guys improved? Where do you guys think you're at after the first 2 days of practice?
I feel like we improved a lot. It's a lot of guys that is unproven, And I feel like those are the guys that are stepping up as the players on their team. That is going to help us. I feel like the young guys are picking up the playbook very well. Special team is going pretty well. Offense is looking even better for me because I've been going against them since my freshman year, and I feel like they're an even better team than we ever had last year. I feel like we got a lot of missing pieces, of course, but as the camp go on, I feel like we get better and better.
Philip, are you there? Do you want to ask
Yes, I'm here.
All right,
here.
fire away.
Smoke, if you could talk about Roger McCreary a little bit and what he brings. He's wasn't the most highly recruited guy, but he's kind of made a name for himself. Just talk about what he brings to the secondary, please.
One thing I can say about Roger is I know that he's gonna have my back. I know that he's gonna do his job every single play. He's gonna play 110% every single play. I feel like his technique is one of the best in the countries, and I feel like when he's on that island alone, I feel like I'm not worried about him. Roger's gonna do his job. Roger's gonna lock that receiver down, and I feel like that for him because, like as you say, he wasn't highly recruited, but he proved a lot of people wrong, and that's what he's still doing today.
Thank you.
We got time for a few more. Next one is from Mark Murphy. Mark.
Eric Reed, is he playing both safety and corner now? And Ladarius Tennyson, how's he doing?
Reed is playing majority of corner right now. He's doing pretty good. We're picking up the playbook also, and he's playing fast like he's used to doing. And Tennyson, he's playing at the start right now, helping out with Tut and Zion Puckett. I feel like he's really, really good. He got the mindset of a starter, and I feel like if he keep working, he's going to eventually be put in the rotation. I feel like that guy right there is a hard worker. He works hard every single day, plays every play like it's his last.
Last question, Smoke, is from Jason Caldwell. Jason.
Hey, Smoke. We'll ask you a lot about the defense. What about the offense on the other side? I know you hadn't seen a whole lot of them, but in a couple of days, how much different does this look to you than what you've been going up against the last couple of years?
As you know, Coach Gus love to have a fast offense. I feel like our offense is very fast. For the first 2 days, they're moving the ball intensely, like every single drive, every single time we step on the field. Like the receivers are getting out, running good routes, catching the ball. The running backs are exploding, finishing runs. Our O-line is very, very. They're looking very good right now. To me personally, a lot of people might say that we don't have much experience, but I feel like those guys are going to prove a lot of people wrong because by the leadership of the O-line, like Bro Darius. You got some of the freshman guys like Keandre, they're stepping up. Tayshawn Manning, Alex Jackson, and all those guys are really been putting in a lot of work this summer, and I feel like they're going to prove a lot of people wrong.
Thanks, Smoke, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate your time today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.